Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another video on my channel. I thought I would give you a little update on my house situation, sewing plans, sewing pattern release, and I literally have about 10 minutes to get ready, so I thought I would do my makeup and we can chitty chat. So if you need to do your makeup, you know, do your makeup. Let's do our makeup together. First of all, SPF, very important. I'm running out of this stuff, but it's really good. CeraVe, very affordable, glossy skin, and it doesn't leave any white cast, which is really good. Okay. Where do I start? Let's start with the house move. Do you want a story time? That's the question. Let's do a little quick story time. I won't get into too many details, but 2 months ago, our landlord decided that he didn't want us in his house. It was traumatic, to say the least. We thought we were going to be in the house for a really long time, really like the neighbors. We were so central, so we were close to everything we needed. There was like a little brook near the house and a little forest. It was amazing, but our landlord just had other plans. So I was so sad and I was so panicked. I was like, where are we gonna live? I have a hair on my face. Where are we gonna live? And honestly, this might sound too Christian-y, but I am a Christian. But I just remember praying and I was like, Lord, I'm so sick of renting. Please, can you just do something about it? Anyways, I remember getting this song, just a chord, like a verse of the song. It's from Amazing Grace. I feel like a lot of people know Amazing Grace. And it goes like this: the Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be as long as life endures. And I didn't know where we were gonna move, what was gonna happen, but I kept singing that song to myself. I was like, whatever is gonna happen, it's gonna be good. And I remember posting about it on YouTube, and so many people were like so encouraging. They were like, it's gonna happen, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna get an even better place. I just remember reading those comments and being like, no way, that's never gonna happen for me. And there were two sides of me. There was the side of me that felt like something miraculous is gonna happen, and then there was a side of me who was like, no way. I'm gonna end up in a small apartment. I'm not even gonna have a garden. I'm not gonna have an office anymore. Yeah, so very contrasting thoughts in my mind. I'm using this. I just want to talk about it for a second. Can you see it? Okay, so this is a CC cream with SPF 50, anti-aging, color correcting. I've been using this for the past 5 years. 5 years. I've never wanted to change it. I've never wanted to try something new. So if you're on the market for something good, try it. I just need to make sure I look good. I don't have a mirror, so I'm using my camera. Anyways, you guys, long story short, my husband finds this house one day. It was a Sunday night. He comes and he's like, this house came up. And even in the description, it's like unexpected house on the market. And it was a house on like a new development, the kind of house that people buy 2 years in advance. And you know, they don't even see the house they're buying because it's just a plot of land. But this house came on the market unexpected, and we were like, we have to go for it. So we did. We sent an email saying, hey, is this available? We're really interested. And then they were like, oh, well, you need to be put on a waiting list. So we were like, yes, please put us on a waiting list. That'll be amazing. And yeah, we were at the top of the waiting list. So they were like, do you want to see it? And we were like, yeah, 100% we want to see it. And I remember when just before seeing it, I was like, oh Lord, it's a new build. I never thought I was gonna live in a new build. I always thought I was gonna live in a cottage somewhere in the woods. So I said, please help me. If this is something that is from you, that would be amazing. If not, let it be. So I just prayed for excitement. So I prayed that when I would go into the house, I would be like super excited about it. And you know, we viewed the house and I looked around. I was like, oh, what do I think? And then we got to the kitchen and just this sense of excitement just came over me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this place. So we did it. We applied for this house. We applied for a mortgage. Everything that could have, you know, I don't know what I'm saying, but everything worked together. Everything worked at the last minute. It was so stressful. Like the time was ticking by, and you know, our mortgage wasn't coming through, and the rates kept going up, and we were like, our rate is gonna go up, but it didn't. We got a really good rate considering where the market is at the moment. Anyways, and the completion took place in the afternoon that we were supposed to move in. So it was very last minute. We were literally packing all of our stuff into this van on a very rainy day, and we didn't know if we were gonna unpack it into our house or if we're gonna have to be in a hotel. It was stressful. Let's just say that the past 2 months has aged me like nothing else. But we moved in, and the past 2 months can now be in my past. This is my favorite bronzer. It is Chanel. It's disgusting inside. I don't even want to show it to you, but honest to goodness, it's gorgeous. Also, I saw an old lady online being like, I don't understand why people put bronzer here. We only get bronzed on our cheeks. So ever since I heard that, I'm just kind of trying to put it more on my cheeks rather than do the contouring thing. Okay, so the house is lovely. It's very modern, very like blank slate, blank canvas. So we can do whatever we want to. The problem is we have no money for it. So we are just kind of unpacking and putting everything in its place. And then when we have money, we're just gonna take it room by room. But it's not like one of those houses where you just have to renovate before you can live in. That's the beauty of a new build. So yeah, and we met the neighbors, and the neighbors are really lovely. I was so nervous about the neighbors. You already know the neighbors can make it or break it. So I was like, okay, I really hope the neighbors are good people. And they are. And yeah, we've lived here for a week and a bit now. And it's still lots of packing, unpacking to do and all of that stuff, but every day at the time. Anyways, the conclusion is with the house is that it's been really stressful. It's taken away any time I've had from sewing, from being creative, from living my best life. It's been stressful, and between you and I, because we're just you and I here, it's really affected my mental health. I don't think I've felt this way before. It's stressful life. They say that moving house is the second most stressful thing you can do. And because we only moved a year ago and we thought that the house was going to be there for a long time, and then the process of not knowing if we're going to get the house, where we're going to live, like we were so many days we were just living in the unknown, and we were like, we just have to have faith. We just have to believe that this situation is going to turn out good, that the Lord has promised it to me, and yeah, he will my shield and portion be as long as life remains. So when I walked into this house for the first time, I was like, okay, I've done it. I have done it. Yeah, so that is the house. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for everything that, like from a YouTube perspective, I'm really excited for what this house is gonna let me do. I wanna like build a little garden. I've said to myself, I wanna grow herbs and a little bit of veggies and fruit. And I want to do more cooking stuff in the beautiful kitchen that I have. And yeah, and obviously I've got the office. I can do some more sewing stuff. So it is good. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for 9 minutes. All right, this is my palette. It is beautiful. I've had it for, I don't know, 4 years now. How do I look? Okay, I've got something on my nose. I need to blend this a bit more. And concealer. Okay, let's go into sewing pattern. Where am I at with that? Guys, when I said I was going to be able to launch my sewing pattern in the middle of July, I was being really unrealistic, and I should have known that. It was all about the moving life. It really was. So right now I've got version 2 in cut out. I need to test it, and if I, I'm happy with it, then I'm gonna go into kind of making all the materials that I need to make ready for it. So basically, oh, you can't see me, I'm like talking like this. So basically you have to do a video tutorial, you have to do a PDF and instructions, you have to photograph it, you have to make a marketing plan for it because you need to promote it. So I think it's gonna take a while, and I've told myself I don't want to rush it. So I'm thinking it's probably most likely gonna be out in the middle of September, end of October, but it's fine because the beauty of this slip dress that I'm releasing is that it can be used in any season. You just had to layer it. So I'd rather just make sure I enjoy the process of launching my own pattern rather than release it in a rush. So that's where I am with the sewing pattern. I'm really excited to test a version 2. I've included a top version, I've included a mini version, a midi version, and a long version. So if you get the pattern, you get lots of variations. So I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a great one. Oh, I have such an itchy nose. How do I look? Let me just stop. It's looking fine. It just needs to be a bit more blended here. Okay, blush. All right, so sewing plans. I was really happy in the spring and summer because I really carried through with my sewing plans. I'm pretty sure I sewed 90% of what I intended to sew, which doesn't happen for me. So I've learned that planning is really key. And I think taking a break from sewing has made me think about like what kind of sewing I want to keep doing. And honestly, I want to do a capsule wardrobe. I want to do like plain and simple stuff that I can mix and match, that I can wear wherever, like if I go to church, if I go to work, if I hang out with my friends, the 2 friends that I have in my life. Yeah, so I want linen and I want sleek and classic and timeless. And like, for example, the protea trousers, I want to make 2 more versions, like white linen, black linen. With the pattern that I'm going to release, I'm going to make a few variations of that. I'm going to make some basic tops. So the thing is, I don't know how exciting that content will be because I've already made a protea trousers on YouTube. So I've been kind of thinking about like channel plans, and I spoke to my manager once, my work manager, and I was kind of sharing with her my dilemma. And I said, I've built like a sewing YouTube channel, but honestly I just don't know how I'm gonna keep that up because I don't think like on the horizon I've got exciting sewing plans. And I said like I do want to delve deeper into other kind of content, like more lifestyle, more just like homey content, where it's just me around the home cooking or gardening, or it's just me baking or going out, all of that stuff, or just chitty chatty vlogs. And she said something that really stuck with me. She said, Alex, just do stuff that brings you joy. Because if you do stuff that doesn't bring you joy and you just do it for the views and for the channel, it's just gonna lead to burnout. And I cried, like I was crying in front of the manager. I was like, it's so true. Like I don't want this channel to turn into a burden for me. And recently I was talking to my husband about purpose, and like this word just dropped in my spirit, and then it was just worthwhile. And I really felt like I should focus my thinking and my plans and just my activity around things that I find worthwhile. So just a bit of a heads up that this channel, the future of this channel, is not just sewing. It will just be me doing things that bring me joy and things that I find worthwhile. Like I so loved doing that holiday vlog. Like that felt so easy and so fun for me. And yeah, it only got 3,000 views, and that's fine. But I enjoyed making that vlog, and it like challenged me creatively as well. All right, so this is what I've been doing with my makeup recently. I've been doing like just a bit of like brown eyeliner, which is just from my eyeshadow. I don't actually own a brown eyeliner. I said I should invest in it. To be honest, I need to do like a big shopping trip to Boots to just really stock up on girly stuff. With the move and with the stress of it and with the packing and unpacking, I just feel like I've let myself go. So I just need to make sure that I take better care of myself. Why do I have like a bit of an American accent? Maybe because I watch lots of people do this with an American accent. Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of what I wanted to say. I wanted to give people an update because I feel like sometimes it's really good to check in with the audience. There's been so many of you who've messaged me, who've been like, I really hope the house move goes well. I hope you found something. And honestly, I feel like I had a host of people just supporting me from afar. And like, I just remember when I posted that video of me feeling sad about us being kicked out of our house, so many of you were like, I'm just gonna pray for you. Like, I believe something good's gonna happen. And I just remember like reading those comments and just my faith being built up and being like, okay, like something good is gonna happen. Like something, you know, I'm gonna be okay. If I get kicked out, like one of my subscribers is gonna host me, I'm sure of it. So yeah, I mean, it feels quite self-centered to give people a life update, but you know, I hope it's helpful. I honestly, I felt so nervous to even mention that I want to post other kind of content besides sewing content, and I've debated whether I should do it, whether I should just get on with it and post. But I feel like it's the respectful thing to do, to just kind of give you a heads up that, you know, you might not see as much sewing content as you'd like. I mean, it's not going forever because I love sewing. I really enjoy doing it. So of course there's going to be sewing content. But I feel like so far my channel has been a sewist's life, and then what I want to do is change it to the life of someone who happens to sew as well as other things. If you are wondering, yes, this is my natural curly hair. I love it so much. It is great. All right, I just need to do my lips. I've got, I mean, look at this. What is this? It's just the lip liner I've had for years. So like I said, I need to go to Boots. But anyways, I'm gonna do this really quickly, and then I'm gonna show you the final look, and then I'm gonna finish this video. Alright, so this is my look. I like to keep it natural and simple. And then my hair, and I've realized that like some of my talking was very Christian heavy. It's because I am a Christian. My child is downstairs sleeping like, Mommy. I'm a Christian, that's who I am. And I just wanted to finish on a Christian note again, and just say to everyone who might be going through a difficult season, my experience of the past 2 months is that it sounds really cliche and cheesy, but all things work together for good. And God is close, and He's near, and He sees the tears and the heartache and the depression and the stress, and He is close, and He has got you, and He will carry you through it, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what's gonna happen. You can be assured that there is someone there with you through it all, faithful till the end. And most likely than not, what's gonna come out is gonna be something that blows your mind and once again reassures you of the goodness of God. There you go, I said it. Yeah, sending you lots of love, and thank you so much for, I'm getting emotional now because this has been a very, very hard 2 months. But sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next one, which, by the way, I'm planning to bake cookies in my kitchen, so I can show you the kitchen, and yeah, we can get excited together. Anyways, bye bye. Thank you for watching.